Hola familia, it's Alex. Thank you guys so much for tuning in today. So today I'm doing my Deca Panning Project Pan update. You guys, I am excited about this update again. I don't know. All right, so this was created by the beautiful Emily here on YouTube. I'll have everything down in the description box. You guys, we're coming down to the end of this year. And you bet your bottom dollar I'm doing this again next year. I had so much fun this year so far doing this project pan. It's gotten me out of my comfort zone, but it also has gotten me to use some things that I necessarily wouldn't choose on my own in a project pan. So as you guys know, I do not touch the deck of cards at all until this project pan shows up again for me to do it. So that's what we're gonna do today. But first, if you're new to my channel, welcome to La Familia. My name is Alejandra. I'm an eyeshadow enthusiast with a dash project pan. If that is something that interests you, subscribe, join us. And now let's get on with this update. Alrighty, you guys, I have my 5 products here that I want to share with you guys, and as I was rallying these suckers up, I realized, holy crap, we're gonna pick a lot more cards again this month. Alright, so let's start out with the first thing. I don't remember. Oh, I need my book. Give me a second. Alright, so let's start out with the first one. I don't remember the stuff off the top of my head, so I always write it down. The first prompt, or one of the prompts that we got, was the whole collection roulette, and I believe that was either Jack that I got, you know, the sweets. So I think I got Jack for that one, and for that, randomly it chose the ColourPop Mandalorian, right? Is that how you say it? The child palette. So my goal was to use this 10 times, you guys. I used this 10 times and it is stunning, absolutely stunning. When I brought this into this project pan, it was completely brand new, never been touched, and now as you guys can see, it does look used. I feel like 10 uses on a palette is a pretty good indication whether you like a palette or not, because it gives you 10 different days, 10 different looks, 10 different weather options. So it could be raining one day, super hot one day, super cool one day, windy one day. So it allows you to understand a palette a little bit more. I feel like 10 is a good number for like a really good number for you to use a palette around. So I use this a ton, you guys. My favorite shades out of here are this shade right here, this one right here, and this one. I loved it, loved it. So much fun to use. I used every single shade minus this one. I felt like it's your typical brown. I didn't care for it. I used every other shade in here. Loved it. So I got my 10 uses out of it, and now I can roll this one out. Next product that we have is a product I wish I had returned, and for that I chose my Revlon HD Color in Sand, the lip product in sand, you guys. I'll show you a picture of where I was. I put it up against the ruler so you guys can see what it was. The reason why I wanted to return this is because I have dupes of this one. And oh my goodness, you guys, I have finished this whole entire thing up. This is rolled all the way up. I cannot roll it up anymore. I'll roll it all the way back down. You guys can see it is used. Used. Oh my gosh, this is my very first lip product used this whole entire year. Now you're probably wondering, how the heck did I use this in a whole month? I used this about 3 times on my lips, and that gave a nice usage amount. Like, this was very creamy and it's very light and sheer, so I would slap it on and I would get a lot of use out of it. But the main way I used this was as a blush. This is such a beautiful formula as a cream blush. I don't have it on today because I already used it up, but it was so easy to use as a cream blush. What I would do is I would warm it up on the back of my hand and I would pick it up with a brush. You could do it with a sponge, but I preferred with a brush, and then I'll put it on and it'll just look so beautiful. Now I topped it with a powder blush. I always top my cream blushes unless I can trust the formula. There's only a few formulas I can trust where I don't have to put a powder formula. This one I didn't trust because it was glossy, so my hair would stick to it. So I would always put a powder on top of it. But it was a beautiful shade. Very surprised at how nice this was as a blush, and I used the whole thing up. My goal was to use this up, and I thought it would take me a while, but once I got the hang of it, of using it as a blush, it was gone. Completely gone. Beautiful, beautiful. So you guys, my first lipstick empty of the year, and I get to roll this out too. All right, next up is something a friend is panning. So for that, I chose a lip gloss. Everyone seems to be panning some sort of lip gloss. I didn't have necessarily any lip glosses that anyone was speaking of because I'm not buying lip products. So I chose my Pixie Chloe Murillo collaboration lip icing and cake. And this isn't done, but you guys can see right through it. Like if I were to move my wand, you can see that I don't have much left of this. This is a beautiful formula. I love it. I love it as on its own. I love it on top. I'm wearing it today on top of a lipstick, so I'm babysitting it to make sure it doesn't get on my teeth because no matter what I do, it gets on my teeth. But it's a beautiful formula. I love wearing it throughout the day. I've actually worn this and put a mask over it, and it really doesn't budge anywhere, which I like. I don't know if it's the mask not touching my lips or the way that I'm not speaking too much. I don't know what it is, but it doesn't take it away. Moisturizing, leaves my lips moisturized. Even though it has sparkle in it, the sparkle isn't left on my lips after it wears off. It's really a really nice formula. And I have a feeling this will be done by next month. It's not done yet, but it'll be done next month. It's super easy to use, you guys. And there wasn't much product to begin with, but I have been slapping this on and remembering to slap it on almost on the daily basis, and I really enjoy it. They don't make this anymore, so I'm sad to see it go, but it was a good formula. Up next, I rolled in something matte, and that I chose my Cover FX powder. I'll show you a picture. I believe I took a picture of where I was, and you guys, I did not expect this at all, but I completely used this up, all the way up. I was surprised. And I'm not slapping this on. This was a powder I have been using since almost the beginning of this year. So it was almost done. I didn't have much left of it. And the whole month I was able to use this completely up. Beautiful formula. Again, this was one of my oldest ones. I don't know if they still make this. I think they do. I had the light version of this one. It's a really nice one. It didn't make my face look cakey, but it kept it matte enough where still some glow came through, but it wasn't like excessive where I was super oily. So really enjoyed it. I also get to roll this out. So we so far have 3 things that we're rolling out. The 5th product and prompt was your birthstone. And for that, let me see if I could pop this out. I don't think I could pop this out, so I'm just gonna pop the other one out. I put it in a Z palette. That I chose the Shimma Shimma from Makeup Geek. I put it in a Makeup Geek quad. And you guys, when you saw it last month, I had a nice dip in it. I was already using it, but I wanted to have pan in it, so then I felt like more of my Makeup Geek shadows were getting used. And as you guys can see, it does have pan. I was so happy. This took a while, you guys. This was actually pretty difficult to hit pan. As you guys can see, the pan isn't that big, but these shades are super deep. Very surprised at how deep these are, but it's worth your money. It's worth your money. I love this. I enjoyed it very much. It has pan, so I can put it away. I loved it. Every bit of it. And now I'm using something else as the inner corner, but I'm happy to say that I got pan in a Makeup Geek shade this year because it was hard. I was using this for a while before I put it in this project pan. So this is also gonna get rolled out. Roll out, roll out, roll out, roll out. Alrighty, you guys, so that means I'm rolling out 4 things. The only thing I'm keeping is the lip gloss. Everything else I have made and hit my goals on. I tried my hardest to not do this. You guys, there is no way I'm not going to get the Joker this time. There is no way. So let me bring up the, I was going to say the deck of cards. Let me bring up the spreadsheet. I just confirmed with Miss Emily that it is up to, you know, she shuffled it, so now we're fine. Do I have a shirt? Crap, I just realized I'm wearing a black shirt. Do we have a black shirt in here or something? Pictures? No? Okay. All right, so let's shuffle these suckers in. Ooh, duochrome, something gifted, controversial brand. Let's see. Holiday. Ooh. Most recent purchase. Well, that would suck for me because it's always eyeshadow. Award winner, autumn. All right, you guys. I don't see a veto in here either, but I do see a +1, which that's not a good thing either. All right, let me do one more shuffle, and then we doing it. Yes. I'm so excited about this. Okay. I'm slapping it to make sure it's not the Joker. Okay, so that means we're picking 4 cards this time. I thought I screwed it up last month, but I really didn't. It's just me overthinking things, life in general. So I think I got it. Spades and clubs. Spades and clubs. I think I got it. You guys are helping me out and I appreciate it. All right, let's see. The 9 of Hearts. All right, 9 of Hearts is a holiday vacation. So let me see what that means. Remind you of a vacation, travel friendly, bought on a holiday, or something like a vacation. Okay. All right, so I got to pick something like that. All right, next up. Ace. So that's one of the things. Oh, a project graveyard. So either something that was in a different project pan. Okay. I have a list going of that stuff because I needed to know myself. 4 of spades. Yes, the little pointy part. I remember that. Spades. 4. Autumn. So something that reminds me of fall. Ooh, that's exciting. Last one. 2 of diamonds. Whoo! 2 of diamonds. A previous fave. Or it is still my favorite. I don't know. Like a previous favorite. Okay, you guys. Those are my 4 cards. Let me go pick out my products. I'll be right back. I'm back, you guys. That took a little bit of time because certain categories kind of like mixed with each other with certain products. So it was a little hard for me. But I did it. I think I did it. And hopefully it works. All right, so the first one that we got was 9 of Hearts, and that was Holiday Vacation. I didn't want to pick an eyeshadow palette again. I wanted something different. And this palette, I'm going to be upfront with you guys. I have 3 kids. The last time Mr. Man and I took a vacation by ourselves was in 2007. Just think about that. 2007 for him and I alone. And the last vacation as a family, I didn't buy anything because I'm with 3 kids in tow. So I didn't get myself anything. No makeup, no none of that stuff. So I had to really think about it. So what I did was I picked a product that I purchased during a holiday or vacation sale. And this is actually something that I recently purchased because it was really good and I saw really good reviews, and I did not want to pay the full $90 for this. This is the Natasha Denona blush, Diamond and Blush in Citrus, which is the deeper shade. I've always wanted this one, but I hesitated. 1, for the price, and 2, because I didn't think it was going to work for me, but it's beautiful. I love this. So I bought this during Labor Day. Right before Labor Day weekend, I think it was like 2 weeks before Labor Day weekend, she had this on sale for $40. And I took advantage of that. So I did buy this myself this year. So I'm going to say that this is my holiday vacation because I bought it during Labor Day weekend sale. So my goal for this, I think what I want to do is, what do we have? 5 products. So I'll do 5 uses. So for this one, I'm going to do 5 uses just because I do have other face palettes that I'm using in rotation. I'm also doing Pan That Face palette. I think 5 uses is good enough for me with this one. I've already been playing around with it, so let's do 5 uses. So 5 uses on this one. Next up was the Ace, which is Project Graveyard, which means I have to resurrect something from a project pan or collecting cobwebs. For that, I chose this. This is my Marc Jacobs Covert eyeliner in the color, it's color Covert. It's a green shade. I had this in a previous project pan to use, and I wanted to bring this back, and this is a perfect time for that. That's the color right there. It's beautiful. I can't roll this up to see where I am because once you roll it up, that's the end of that. That's all she wrote. You can't roll it down. I think for this one, I want to use it 10 times. I think this one's more reasonable for me to use 10 times, and I think it'll be beautiful for the fall time. That's why I thought about putting this for fall, but I didn't. But I want to use this because I'm going to use a lot of oranges, a lot of burgundies, a lot of greens, and I think this will be perfect for the fall time. So this one I'm going to use 10 times. Up next is the 4 of Spades, which was Autumn. So for this one, I chose something I want to use a little bit more in my life, and that is one of these Sydney Grace cream shadows. This is in the color Spiced Cider. I thought it'd be perfect for the color and the name for Autumn. Now this one, you do not need a lot. Look how little I put on my arm or my hand, and this is more than plenty for you to use, as you guys can see right there. That's the shade right there, sheared out. It could be a lot deeper than that. For this, I want to use it 5 times. So I also want to just use this one 5 times because I do have a lot of eye products and pan those eyeshadows. But I think this one will be nice to use it 5 times. I think I can do that during a month. And the last card we got was the 2 of Diamonds, a previous fave. This one was hard. I gotta say this is hard because if I have a previous fave, it's already gone and out of my life, or I've used it up, I decluttered it, something happened with it, or it's just been dethroned. But this is a recent dethronization. I don't know if that's even a word. But I got a lipstick for my birthday that has trumped over this one, and this is no longer available, but I want to use this up. That is my Maybelline Daringly Nude. This was my favorite for a very, very long time, but with this year, finding out that I no longer can get it, someone else in the family bought me a lipstick that was similar, or it's actually better, to be honest with you. So my goal is to use this up. This is all that I have left of this one. It was a previous fave. I still like it, but it's no longer my favorite. Here's what it looks like, you guys. I'm going to use this as a cream blush. This is all that I have left. I am proud of myself because this whole entire time this lip product has been used, it's been on my lips. So I can genuinely say that 80% of this lipstick was used on my lips. 20% will be used as a cream blush. So I know I'm going to finish this off. I have a feeling I'm going to finish this off for the next update. But I used a ton on my lips. So it's time. It's time to say goodbye. I have made my peace with it no longer being available. And I have found something else that I really enjoy a lot more. So for that is a previous fave, we're going to use this whole entire lipstick up as well. You guys, I survived another update without getting the Joker. You guys, I have one specific product that I refuse to put in any other project pan just for the Joker, and I have yet to get it. And I don't want it. I don't want it. Don't get me wrong. I don't want it. But I haven't gotten it yet. So you guys, overall, I think that maybe next month I'll have some rollouts. Like this lip gloss, I think will be rolled out. And I think I might be able to get some of my 5 or 10 use goals out of this. I'm trying to make it difficult, but yet hard at the same time. And I know that some products, if I can get more use out of something, like if I can get more than 5 uses out of this, I will. But I have to know my limits. And I hope you guys understand that as well, that 5 uses may not seem a lot, but compared to all the other project pans I have to make it reasonable for myself and not get you guys bored to see the same products over and over. So that is it, you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to check out the playlist for everyone else that is doing this. I'm so excited to see everyone else's update. I'll put my videos on the screen for your enjoyment. Until then, adios.